Gemini Man is one of the greatest movies of all time, and even a year after its release, people are still talking about its achievements. The idea of the movie started out with Ang Lee liking 90s Will Smith, so he went to modern day Will Smith and said, "Make a clone of yourself for a movie I'm gonna make." And Will Smith was like, "Yes, Mr. Lee, make me a movie." And then he made a clone of his younger self, which then Ang Lee wrote the script for Gemini Man, and it never had a single rewrite because it was so perfect. And if you've seen an Ang Lee movie like Life of Pi, Brokeback Mountain, or 2003's Hulk, you know this is a man of many talents and that he could do no wrong when it comes to making movies. He's dominated almost every genre, but this time he's dominating action. The best scene in the movie's gotta be this motorcycle chase. Will Smith is trying to kill a mystery hitman, he doesn't even know it's a clone of himself. He gets hit by a fucking motorcycle and then sees second Will Smith. Cinematic masterpiece. Another great scene is the opening scene. You know the coin flip scene in No Country for Old Men? Or the opening scene in Inglourious Bastards? You remember how tense those scenes were? Absolute dog shit compared to this movie. Will Smith is trying to kill a guy on a train, and a little girl gets in the way, but he has to shoot this man. It's his mission. He's gonna shoot no matter what. What happens? The girl gets out of the way at the last minute, and Will Smith shoots like the badass he is. Ang Lee knows what he's doing. Have you ever heard the term, if you use a gun in the first act, you must use it in the third? Well, Ang Lee does this, but with a twist. If you use Will Smith being allergic to bees in the first act,
Not much of a live and let live guy, I take it.
Definitely allergic to bees.
you must have it mentioned 2 more times in the first act and then have Will Smith injected with bee venom in the second act and then given an antidote and then never mention it again. Pure fucking genius. Mr. Lee also tugs at your heartstrings when Will Smith truly confronts his younger self and then says sad stuff like he likes puzzles. The ending of this movie is also fantastic. The final fight itself is mind-blowing. It's Will Smith and the girl against this mystery figure that just won't die. When they finally get to the ground and beaten, they take off the mask to reveal a third fucking Will Smith. At this point, I was out of my seat in the theater and clapping my hands, just praising Ang Lee for his genius storytelling and directing. And then it even gets a million times better because the girl says, "Do you feel pain?" And then he just fucking dies. Now that moment right there, that's what made me want to be a director. So my overall summary of this movie is that it's one of Ang Lee's best movies. I am fairly disappointed that this and 2003's Hulk were not nominated for any Academy Awards. If people said they hate this movie, I would have to assume they haven't seen it or didn't understand the message because they're idiot children who can't handle subtlety. Me? I'm highly educated when it comes to this stuff, so I'm right about this movie being good. Anyway, I leave this movie with 10 out of 10 Jadens and an extra Will Smith thrown in for good measure.